Welcome back to the Fluent Podcast. I'm Ebony.
And I'm Tiffany, veteran, entrepreneur, and truth seeker. I'm a 30-something-year-old trying to navigate this world, currently on a spiritual journey, setting boundaries and breaking generational curses.
And I'm your lifelong learner, strategic thinker, and cycle breaker. I'm excited to turn half a century and can't wait to share my journey. The Fluent Podcast is where we unpack generational traumas, challenge perspectives, and find new ways to heal. Welcome back, guys, to the Fluent Podcast. I'm your host, Ebony.
And I'm Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany. It's been a week.
It has been a week.
And we launched our podcast. Yay! We're so excited. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who reached out, those of you who asked to be upcoming guests, and just all the supporters. We're trending right where we want to be. No one is looking to grow this podcast and this community overnight. We're looking for longevity and sustainability, which are words that will, sustainability for sure, is definitely a word or words that you'll hear on this podcast often. So we do want to thank you guys across all platforms. We will be in the process of getting the podcast up and running on Apple Music and Spotify this week. But respectfully, please follow us on YouTube, like and subscribe, and follow us on both Facebook and Instagram. Tiffany's looking at me. What's up?
Where can they find us?
What does that mean?
Our handle is at the Fluent Pod on Instagram.
Okay.
And Facebook.
Okay.
And then on YouTube.
Right.
It is
the Fluent Pod.
The Fluent Pod.
So run that back again. Now, how does this work? So when you say the what, what's the word you use?
When you tell them what platform to find us on, you have to tell them what the handle is.
That's so amazing that you know all of this. I don't care to know. So that's why we're going to keep Tiffany on this pod. And as we said before, we have 3 generations running this podcast. Thank God. Because if it was me and another Gen, is it Gen Y?
Me?
No, what am I?
Gen X.
I'm a Gen X. If there was another Gen X and we wouldn't even know about a feed or what to put it on. We would be so confused. So, again, thank you to everybody who reached out, and we look forward to hearing more from you. I know we sent the journal prompt out yesterday, and we are looking to get some feedback on that and your thoughts, and whoever's comfortable writing how they feel. What else did you want to thank the group about before we start?
Just the feedback that we've gotten from what we've already put out has been critical, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I think it's important to point out that feedback is both positive and negative. We are open and available to any constructive feedback, because this podcast is definitely for Tiffany and I as we unpack our healing journey and things that we've been healed from and things we're continue to get healing on. We're not saying that we're pros at this. We're just sharing our experience along the way. And because we have such fluent conversations, we thought that we were bringing this out to the audience, and hopefully you guys will resonate with it at some level. When I get text messages or someone inboxes me daily and they say this one hit home, that's really all I'm looking for. It's so cliche because we've heard it our whole lives, where people will be out there and they'll be like, I'm just looking to touch one person. If one person texts me in a day, that's all I need. If I get more than one, excited, but one person, it makes me smile that whatever I was thinking, even if it wasn't my experience, I just thought it could benefit someone, I posted. How do we now reach more people? I think that's what I'm working on right now. You seem like you had a thought, but I was long-winded.
No. So the first emotion I feel when I get feedback like that is anxiety.
Oh,
and
wow.
Then I feel excitement.
Oh, okay. I guess that's pretty typical for everyone. I would assume I do too, but I move out of anxiety really fast. I'm very focused and intentional about how do you get better.
I need a beat. Let me
You need a 1, 2, 3, 4. I need like a 1, and then I'm like, okay, give it to me. So again, thank you for all of the feedback. Tiffany, what do you think we're talking about today?
I
told you I'm on what you on.
And that's the thing. Like, there's no need for us to memorize anything
or script anything.
We kind of just look at each other and say, "What do you want to discuss today?" Because we are that fluent, and we've talked about so much, and now we want to come and have a white table talk with you all on a daily basis. So, Tiffany, I think today I want to talk about why sorry isn't enough.
Okay.
So why I'm sorry isn't enough.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like sorry, when it's not tied to actions, can be harmful.
Yeah.
Definitely to the person that's receiving the sorry, but I feel like it's also harmful to the person giving the sorry. Like, how do you grow if you're not able to take accountability?
Yeah. I don't know. I brought that one up, and I'm kind of quiet about it right now because sorry can be so triggering depending on your experience with it. So I just got quiet for a second because I was pondering for a minute, but I do feel the same way that you do. I'm not going to lie. I do feel the same way that you do in terms of when someone says sorry to you. Because an apology is good, but for me, does the behavior change? And is it sustainable? Because we're not looking for perfection from anyone. I think you learn that in the healing journey as well. And I know we're going to talk about the healing journey often, and we're going to use that phrase, but I'm curious about how other people look at their healing journey. I'm always curious because I feel like we're a community, right? And there's levels to this healing shit. Right? There's a range. You're smiling. There's a range to this healing game. And some may look at, if there's 4 players at our table right now, some may look at one of us is at the higher range, but it's not about that. The healing journey comes with the spiritual journey. And that's where you're being asked, level up. When you get comfortable where you are and the things that you have learned and grown from. God then takes you, if you believe in God or whoever your higher power is, but there's a higher spirit that's involved in the spiritual journey. And I know that because I didn't have that spirit prior to my healing journey. And I think when I think of the word sorry, anything that I do in this body that I'm in, I want sustainable growth.
It gotta make sense.
So I expect that from everybody around me, but everybody around me hasn't leveled up.
Because they don't have the capacity. Some people don't have the capacity.
That's fair. But how do you and I have the capacity? That's where I challenge you, just like I challenge you about R. Kelly. This is another challenge. It's like, when you say they don't have the capacity, how did you have the capacity? How did I have the capacity? How do other people, our other tribers and villagers that I have as friends, how do they do it?
Well, honestly, I think it comes with life experience. If this person avoids everything, how are they're never going to grow in that area of their lives because they avoided it. Oh, here's a lesson that could be learned, but I don't want to learn that lesson. I'm going to go over here and wash these dishes.
Gotcha.
So they never learned the lesson, which means they never expanded past where they already are.
And I wonder, to tie it back, I wonder what sorry looked like for them growing up. Like, as I think about the elevation and healing journeys and where our opportunities lie, I wonder what the apology was like in childhood for each person.
I mean,
does that make sense to you?
Yeah, because
I never thought about that before.
Well, because also when you're a kid and you have a parent that gets upset, sometimes the kid is like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I did something wrong. I made you upset." And then they become an adult. That child becomes an adult and has a misconception of when it's appropriate to say sorry. Because does that make sense?
Yeah, but 2 things are happening. It totally makes sense. 2 things are happening for my brain right now. I'm looking at my brain from a child's perspective, and I'm looking at my brain from raising children perspective. So from a child's perspective, I talk to my therapist about this all the time, and she cracks up. I never was one of those kids. If something was happening around me, that shit was not my responsibility, nor was my problem. I've never been that kid. And my therapist said that's very interesting, because normally when people who are diagnosed what I'm diagnosed with, it is mentioned often, it's a part of the data, that they tend to think things are their fault, you know, being a fatherless daughter, like my father didn't come around. Oh no, I knew my father absolutely loved me. And when my father did come around and he embraced me, I felt more than love, even though I can count how many times I've seen him in my lifetime. So that's one aspect of it. I didn't have that. So that's why our trauma is so different. I never thought anything was my fault. I always thought those motherfuckers was crazy. It was not on me.
Well, because a lot of times adults can take their frustrations out on the kid.
For sure.
And then, I mean, as a kid, it's just like, oh, like, what did I do? I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's why my therapist laughs. Because I would say, like, you all right? I always, and I don't know, again, if we're going to throw my Aunt Paula in this. I don't know what we're doing. But I know it's stuff that she told me when I was younger, and then going to an all-black, what is it when you're younger? Preschool? Going to an all-black preschool. I think that those things really frame my thought process about me and who I am. So when I think about the child in me, but the parental, my kids needed to understand the why behind their sorry. Do you understand the behavior and the impact around your sorry? Do you understand the cause and now the effect around your sorry? And I don't know if all parents go through the depths of explaining the sorry, the apology to their children. I also found myself in that same raising my children. I would yell over, hey, did you say sorry to your brother? Or did you say sorry to your sister? Without any follow-up. There always has to be follow-ups. There's certain things that I always say we miss it as a parent, like we miss this opportunity. When kids say things, and again, great parents don't hear everything. Let me say that. Again, great parents don't hear everything. But when you hear kids say certain things, sorry, is one of the things that I think as a parent you should stop and say, what are you sorry for? Yeah. And have them explain it so they understand the impact of it. I don't think parents, of course, in our communities, we're 2 generations away from, you know, the slave trade. Not the slave trade, but being slaves and still cleaning homes. So I get it. I get that their parents, my mother's parents, came home. When did they have time to teach our kids that? Yeah. So I understand that, Grace. I'm saying now we have access.
I had a single mother who worked 3 jobs, and she taught me that.
That's amazing.
I mean, it's possible.
If you're thinking of the slave trade in terms of how many... I said the slave trade. Please take that out. I sound like Portia Williams on this bitch. I am not Portia, darling. I am not Portia, but she's fly, though.
It's fun.
Shout out to Portia. Actually, shout out to Portia. Portia doing big things right now. I'm loving her remix. You guys want to learn about it? Go to Portia. Anyway, I won't be telling your business, Portia, but I see you with the wink of my eye. I feel you. I see you, bitch. I see you. Okay, that was too funny. So going back to saying I'm sorry, Tiffany, one of my questions was, for you would be, what do you think the biggest difference is between feeling sorry and someone actually being accountable? What's the difference with them feeling sorry but actually being accountable to their behavior?
I mean, feeling sorry is just that. It's an emotional thing. And actually being sorry is behavioral. Like, you'll see actions tied to your boundary. Where it's like, if I tell you I don't like something and you continue to do it, but you say sorry, you're not sorry is a habit, but okay, whatever. Now, if I see actual change, or even the person verbally identifying the negative behaviors or whatever it is that is harming you, that shows growth. That shows them recognizing. And then after recognizing, shit.
That's the recognition is the piece. The awareness is definitely the piece. Awareness. Definitely. I like that. I'm trying to process it as, again, not knowing all the time what we're going to be talking about. It kind of brings up raw emotions around what sorry is and what sorry isn't, and the apology within itself. Do you ever say sorry when you don't mean it?
Maybe like unconsciously, like if I'm like joking with somebody and we laughing or whatever, but like if I hurt someone, like if they come to me and say, hey, I didn't like that you said this or did this, I
don't think she wants to tell on herself, you all, but I'm going to venture out to say Tiffany has said sorry me in times that she didn't 100% mean it, right?
I don't really say sorry. Because for me, it's like, okay, what's the resolution?
Got it.
Like, it's not...
I don't want to see the sorry about the behavior changing.
I don't want to sit down and be like, oh, girl, I'm so sorry I hurt your feelings. Can we get past it? Okay, what did I do that hurt your feelings?
Right, let's talk about that.
This is where I was coming from in this moment. How did that make you feel? Okay, so is it my verbiage, my language, my tone? Like, I'm trying to identify what I did to cause you harm.
And don't let the tears come with any of the sorries, because then if you were the person that I was supposed to be saying sorry to you, but now I'm crying, and now shifts the energy to me because I'm crying when I should be the one saying sorry. So there's so many elements to that.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I only pause like that because I'm like, I don't really have a time where I'm like, I'm sorry.
So I think as a hairstylist, I think if, you're flat ironing my hair and you didn't really burn me, but I feel the smoke from the flat iron, you're going to say sorry. Just because I'm like,
if you like jump from the heat?
I've heard you do it 1,000 times.
But that's different.
Right. But
my bad is what I meant.
Correct. But I think that, I know we're laughing, but the reason why I wanted to bring up the apology.
Oh, you mean like how?
Like, how do children know and learn? Because everything is rooted in our childhood, correct? Right? We all learn that. That's like boot camp in therapy. You got to get to the root. If something's going on in your life, you might want to look at your life, but also, and more importantly, look at your childhood, because the childhood is where the change has to be corrected.
100%.
So I guess what I'm saying to you is that type of that just apologizing is the price of entry, right? It's sustaining of the action, not continual.
So if I kept burning you after I said I'm sorry, when I flat ironed your hair, would you stop? Would you stop coming to the
Absolutely, absolutely. At some level, at the 5th burn, I'm done. You're not going to keep burning me saying I'm sorry. I guess that makes a lot of sense to me now. That totally makes sense. Like, there's a difference between, yes, it's a no for me. Sorry, yes. I dislike when my daughter does yes, no, but I just did a yes, no. But it's a no for me because, again, why are you saying sorry if your behavior is not changing? That's something really silly.
No, for real.
But it really made a mark in my head just now, because I'm like, no, I wouldn't keep coming back to somebody that's burning me because they're saying sorry. So it's really no different than my original question about sorry. Just the metaphor of a hairstylist honestly gave me truly like a better understanding of the perspective of the apology. So what is the difference between that and whether it's romantic or friend relationships, platonic relationships, if they burned you 5 times doing the same exact thing? Now, if you burn me in a bowl and then you burn me under the dryer and then you burn me while you're flat ironing my hair, those are 4 different burns.
Yeah.
So you got to burn me each time a few times. But my thing is, we're humans.
Yeah, but in 4 different areas,
that's
being
even
harmed
worse.
is like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Fair. But I just realized from a human perspective, if they are harming you in that way.
Exactly. At a human level, emotional level. If you're physically abusing me.
Mentally abusing me.
Psychologically abusing me. Financially abusing me.
Financially too, yeah.
Like, those are different ways that people abuse people and...
have an apology.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And some people do that shit. They multitask.
Therapy.
They multitask.
They do.
Their abuse.
3 out of the 4, 4 out of the 5.
Shit. Look.
But then I think resentment starts to set in. when someone has said sorry to you over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
How do you deal with the resentment piece? Do you look at it from a repair standpoint? You're only looking, you don't get to the point of an apology where resentment sets in, or do you try to circumvent that before you get to resentment? Because I know family and friends can be different sometimes. Because resentment means you've heard it a million times. There's some people that I cut off before resentment.
Yeah, I was about to say, you could answer this question. I don't resent a single person in my life. I don't.
You've never had resentment. Do you know why?
Because the moment you start harming me, I'm going the opposite way. I told you, my aunt called family and was like, she abandoned me. Nah, bitch, I cut you off because you were abusing me.
That's
you were
true.
abusive.
That's not funny. Yes.
And because I chose my peace over bloodline, you got me fucked up. If you think you're going to treat me the way that you've been treating me, and I'm just supposed to sit here and take it because you're my aunt.
Yeah. Well,
and for her, it was deeper than that because we were really, really close. Mm-hmm. Like, so, but I don't care.
Did you talk to her today?
No.
How long ago was that?
When was COVID?
2020.
Mm-hmm. Before that.
Yeah. So you don't have any resentment currently?
No.
And the reason why you don't is because
I know that she got her own trauma and she fucked up, but you don't get to pour it on me.
You don't get to, yeah. As I say, you're bleeding, you're cutting me with, yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to go over here and heal my trauma and you figure that shit the fuck out. Because you got too much shit going on for me to be worried about my trauma, your trauma, raising my kids and making sure they don't got trauma, making sure their daddy is in therapy so that nigga is not pouring his trauma on them.
It's not funny, y'all, but
like,
when you go through a healing journey, you get it. Like,
yeah, you gotta,
listen, I already bled out. Do not bleed on me. Go get your own shit.
Bitch, I'm wearing white.
Every day.
The fuck?
Lisa Ray out this bitch for sure. On a serious note, yeah, you're right. It just becomes about, you know what? Now I understand the differences. So when you don't go through a healing journey, you're able to receive that more. You don't. I think you're numb to it. You don't even feel it. But when you go through a healing journey, like, I'm not about to be here, and you're tapping, and the time is running out. You don't know when that time is going to run out. I feel like it's a spiritual thing with God. It's like you feel like it's coming, but you're not sure. And then it just gets there that day and you're like, oh, today is the day. That's what it's felt like for me.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it felt like to me when she came in my house and ripped my blinds down. Oh, bitch, you're crazy. Let me get the fuck up out of here. I got me a fucking U-Haul truck. We was out that hoe. Get out of here. There is a limit. There is always a limit. You just have to identify how far that limit is, because if you push me so far that I put my hands on you, now I'm going back in my journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't get to know.
Who's the go back in your journey? Is it your first name or your middle name? Because the go back for me is definitely my middle name. Nah. It's so much Monique.
It's definitely Tiffany.
Tiffany's the go back? Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Loose cannon.
Tiffany's the loose cannon. Yeah, Monique is not great, and that's Monique. Monique's not great. I don't like to dig into Monique, and that's when I know when I'm living in the Monique vein, it's time for me to remove myself from a situation. I have to go back to Ebony. Ebony is 49, living her best healing life right now, and if I can't feel that cocoon, then it's not the right situation for me. Period. Like, seriously, like, no bullshit, no, not trying to be funny, but I know the differences between the two girls.
Yeah.
And I've worked too hard to be in the Monique space, but don't get it fucking twisted. Let's not twist things, my people. If you know me, you know another word I would have used, but let's not. I'm still who I am at my core. I've lived Monique way longer than I've lived Ebony, so I can lean into Monique. Boom, boom. It's just not a goal of mine.
Yeah.
It really isn't. I don't like it. I don't like who I am when I'm in that space.
You know what's funny is...
But I do like that I could reach in and get that.
No, damn straight. No, for real.
Call a thing, man.
Because for me, it was more so of taking Tiffany and being like, little nigga, you need to sit down somewhere, putting her in timeout. And then it's just like... I feel like I have to shrink or play small because I always got to put Tiffany on the bench. No, bitch, you're going to learn how to stand here without running. Moving. Put your hands down. Get your hands out your goddamn perk. I trained Tiffany to be palatable to the world, but also still have that. I still got that dog in me. I just don't.
It's a wolf for me.
I
don't think it's a dog for you, Queen. You might want to look at another animal.
Well, I'm a lion, really. If we think about it, if we talk about it.
That could be it from the beginning.
But I learned
Your
to
raw
tame
is real.
myself.
Is it raw?
Raw.
Raw.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
It's real different because even when you think about Taurus, like they're a bull, but I'm a fucking lion.
Literally.
And I be trying to tell people, please leave me alone. Don't bother me. I'm a lion. Yeah. I wake up this way.
I can show you better than I can tell you.
She's scaring me right now. Yes, see? The lion lives in Monique. Yeah. But I think the lion actually lives in Ebony too. Because there's a way to be like, hey, we're not doing that. And that's not okay. Mm-hmm. But when F-U-C-K comes out my mouth, F-U-C-K, it's on in Pape. It's on in Pape. My favorite curse word. And once my brain, mind, body, soul, and spirit gets to F-U-C-K, you have passed the threshold. Mm. It's no return. It really is. So I think that is the epitome of where my resentment lies, is if I have to get to that type of verbiage with you, because I think that I have a pretty good vocabulary and I can use all my words. But when my mind gets to the point where it's like, it's no other word but F-U-C-K, we have a problem. The apology.
Damn. I'm sorry.
No, I'm thinking about the apology and I'm wondering what the audience is thinking about right now. How many times sorry has been said to them? Did it start in their childhood? Did their parents say sorry a lot?
Did they not notice it until they had a particular partner?
That's fair too. That's something to think about. Mm-hmm. Because your partner, your romantic relationships usually trigger most of your childhood trauma.
Yes.
That's why relationships are so important. Good, bad, or indifferent, they are really important because they teach you so much about who you were so that you can eventually become who you want to you can eventually be who you want to become. Yeah. I think that part is so important there. But going back to the resentment piece.
Yeah, I put the ball in your court because I was like, I don't feel that way. I don't ever get to resentment because fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think that's my next. Remember, I always told you how a healing journey is about levels. Mm-hmm. It's not about some of us are at 50%, some of us are at 20%. It's just a level. Yeah. And when the higher power considers you to be at whatever level you're at, something's going to come in your life to push you to the next level. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't embarked on a healing journey, we welcome you. Mm-hmm. We support you and we encourage you. But we also say that a healing journey is going to be the best, and I emphasize best, and the worst experience you'll ever experience in your lifetime. It is a lonely experience. You have to be able to stand alone. You have to be able to cry. Cry alone. You got to be able to think alone. You got to be able to come to resolutions on your own. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't change this journey for anything. Same. I wouldn't change this journey for anything, and I cannot stress that enough. So shout out to you, Haley. I love you to death. I love that she's always asking me questions about my healing journey. And when do you know this? And when do you know that? And I feel so motivated to have those type of conversations, especially with our young people. Yes. So shout out to both Madison and Haley. They're living their best lives as roommates somewhere in La La Land. Doing grown people shit, as I say.
Adulting.
So if you think about how you've held your kids...
Wait, you didn't tell us about
what?
How you feel about resentment.
Oh, I never talked about how I feel about resentment, so what the fuck did I say? I went to my levels. This is what I'll say about resentment. I lived in it for way too long in the last few years, and I know that that's not a part of my future journey. I understand when you get there, why you get there, and again, as I talk about the levels of healing, I now understand,
how does it make you feel?
How it makes me feel. It's slowing down long enough to really listen in on your stomach and my intuition, because everything leads through the gut. I can't stress that enough. When you feel something, go with it. Ask questions. But I think too, we'll talk about intuition in the future. But one thing I will say is we have to do better jobs as parents, because our children's intuition is being taken away from them in their earlier parts of their lives. That when things start to happen when they get older, it doesn't resonate with them, because as parents we say, oh, don't worry about that. Oh, you're not feeling this. When we need to say, ask more questions. What did that feel like?
Or answer their questions.
And be prepared to answer their questions. I mean, you kids have all the shit at your fingertips to look stuff up.
Oh, girl.
Y'all can parent chat GPT. It's really nothing for y'all to do these days. And I know parents out there like, we do so much. But I mean, in terms of resources, I think about having a 22-year-old and a 29-year-old. Resources were not there. There's a lot of stuff you had to read in that instance. And reading is obviously a resource, but you guys have stuff at your fingertips. And I'm really happy that you guys have that. But resentment, I think that I have been there. My goal is to not be there going forward. And now I understand why I was in resentment. So I do feel much better about that. I think the other thing about apology that I would ask you, Tiffany, is what has an apology never been for you? And what has it never been for you? Does an apology bring you like trust, safety, peace, dignity? What is, when you think about an apology, what word do you come to? Like, what has an apology ever given you back? I think that's what I mean.
Like, what do I get out of someone?
What do you get out of it? That's what, like, do you get safety from it? Do you get peace from it? Do you get your dignity, trust? Like, what have you gotten back from an apology?
I mean, I told you, like, people don't get a chance to apologize to me. Bruh, fuck out of here. Like, I don't.
How about your children then?
My kids.
Do they ever have to apologize to you also? They don't?
No. We just talk.
But within that conversation, does an apology not come? Or it's a known thing based on their behavior? Ooh, hold on. So it just came to me. Someone doesn't have to necessarily say sorry. They can do it with their actual behavior.
And that could be my military mind. You have a debrief. The debrief is a place where we come together and we discuss what went good, what went wrong, and how do we fix what went wrong for next time.
That's why you take feedback so well. That makes sense. Well, you can thank the military for that if you always want to be.
Look, one thing about it, I do not regret my military career. I dislike some of the things that were done to me while I served, but I don't regret it. I learned a lot. It truly has made me become the woman that I am today. So I'm not remorseful for it. It's just, a lot of them people full of shit. That's all.
Well, for me, now that I understand my question, is like, what does it give you back? I think there's been a misconception of trust, right? Now my brain is getting rewired because I'm rewiring my nervous system, where sorry may have felt
like validation.
Like validation, and I can now regain my trust, where if the behavior didn't change, I lingered in the trust for too long. Like, I trust that it's going to change because that's the first emotion. Oh, sit with that for a second. So I lingered with the trust, even though the behavior wasn't changing, because what you teach your nervous system takes the longest to unlearn. So had I taught my nervous system the first time someone said sorry to me, just no specific, but just the first time someone that said sorry on many occasions has said sorry to me, and I trained my nervous system that day, then my nervous system rewired in a way where it says sustainability, actions over proximity. Then the next few times it would have been, okay, this behavior is not changing. I taught my nervous system the trust piece. Trust that it will change. It's whatever words you share with it. And then it ties back to your childhood. Where does your childhood trauma go? So all of those things are being wired at conception when it comes to someone saying sorry to you. And when I'm saying this to you all, it's not just your parents' relationships. It's not your platonic relationships or your romantic relationships. What we're trying to get you to understand in the sorry and the apology is understanding why certain things have happened in your childhood that don't allow you to see that when somebody continuously is apologizing to you and you're not making the connection, like Tiffany said, you don't have a chance. I don't get a chance. She don't get a chance for resentment because she removes herself from the situation, so you don't have to continuously say sorry to her. But if we're built with mother hunger, mother wounding, whichever you use, or fatherless daughters, or sexual trauma, or, I mean, there's so many traumas, right? If we have that going into our adulthood, and we've already trained our nervous system to feel like they're less than, even though you show up in the world as the baddest bitch, that nervous system is truly who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
So all the bad bitches, put your right hand up, because y'all know with the fucking, what is this? A fist? Right hand up with a fist, because you know if you know. You could be the smartest bitch, the baddest bitch, all of it. If your nervous system was taught something at 7, at 47, you're going to make a bad decision.
Period.
I promise you. If you don't know better.
Yep.
But once you know better, you got to do better.
Amen.
So I hope our audience got that. I don't care about the baddest bitch you are today. Your decisions are based on your 7, your 8, and your 9-year-old self. And if your trauma is 10 to 12, I'm not taking away from that. I'm saying whatever the years your trauma were in your childhood.
Yeah.
Not really sure how we got there, but going back to saying sorry and the apology, because
I mean, but
we've gone there.
It works in different areas of life, even like work relationships. Like, I've met a person or two that's always like, I'm sorry. But you still not getting stuff in at the deadline. Like, stop being sorry. Ho, be careful. Like,
do your fucking job.
Do your job.
Yeah.
So it's every relationship you could think of, like, sorry exists somewhere.
I mean, think about sorry at the grocery store. She forgot to put your cucumber inside your bag. Just put the fucking cucumber inside the bag.
Or I walked out with a case of water. My bad.
Sorry.
Sorry, Walmart.
I think that's a different type. She said sorry, Walmart. I'm like, what water you buying at Walmart? It better not be plastic.
This is back in the day when I don't even look at Walmart. When people say Walmart, I'm like, oh, that's still a thing.
Walmart is a thing.
I haven't been to Walmart in like a decade.
I'm trying to get a list together to go to Walmart because I hear that they have a lot of new
they have to. They're trying to attract people.
Exactly. So I might be there as my naturalist self trying to see what Walmart is talking about.
You too embedded in Sprouts.
That's not true. I can go, no, I can definitely go to Walmart, but Sprouts is where it's at. I like Whole Foods is okay, but they're getting worse over time. But Sprouts is my go-to.
You're gonna get to the parking lot of Walmart. The vibration is gonna be extremely low, and you're gonna get back in your car and drive away.
You know, I've done that at Walmart before, but you know I ain't shopping at Target right now. And if you know, you know. You should know. We should not be shopping at Target right now, but I've done that at Walmart.
Black people still shopping at Target. I've had numerous
I'm sorry.
tell me they
I'm
still
sorry.
shop at Target.
We need to apologize for shopping at Target, but don't apologize if you're not going to stop shopping at Target.
Exactly. Don't be sorry. Just take your ass to Target. Go get what you... get what you gotta get.
Just go to Target, do your thing. Just don't say sorry because, again, you're either a part of the mission or you're not. Period.
Damn. Don't.
Sorry. Sorry to me. I'm sorry if you're either a part of the mission or you're not.
I like some people that shop at Target.
Do your thing.
But how would Harriet Tubman feel about that?
Ask Portia.
Oh my God.
But when I think about like restitution when it comes to sorry and the apology, for me it just requires consistency.
Yeah.
And without consistency, it costs you access.
Yeah.
That's really,
oh my gosh.
That's really it for me. Without the consistency, it's going to cause you to have less or no access with me. And it's not that personal for me. I think that's the thing that people don't recognize about people leveling up on their healing journey is when I do things to protect my cocoon, it's out of my control. I could want to pull you in, but my body won't allow me to do that. And I say that and I wonder, am I reaching anybody that's listening to this where they say to themselves they thought it was just them? You'll know when you're at that level in your healing journey where you want to be with someone, and you want to do something, or you don't, your friends are going out and you want to go, or you don't want to go. You'll know in your healing journey what you can and can't do because you'll want to do something, and there's a spirit that pulls you back. It's a spirit, and if you don't know and you haven't experienced it, all you're going to do is say, you don't understand it, you don't believe it. But once you go through it, you never forget it.
Yeah.
Because it literally puts you in a position of, you can't be in that space. You can't be around this person. And it's an unknown for me. It's a feeling that I get sometimes in the moment. It's a feeling that I get sometimes ahead of time. But it's usually not ahead of time. It's usually in that moment that feeling comes. And I'm like, oh, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel.
On no contact.
Which is very early in the stages.
See, you do it earlier than I. You're a different kind of Leo. But you came early in the month, didn't you? Could it be that I'm closer to the end of Leo? Is that why this happens to me?
I'm first of the month, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
First of the month.
So it's the first of the month.
Get up, wake up.
That could be what it is. I'm on the end of it. I'm literally on the end. I'm 2 or 3 days away.
Yeah.
So that could be what the differences are. However, I'm going through a healing journey, so I'm working on it.
We're going at our own pace. It's fine.
I'm working on that part. What is it for you? What does the apology need to look like for you in terms of not? And when I say not in proximity, meaning I'm saying sorry to just be in proximity to you versus saying sorry to actually change the behavior. What does that look like for you?
I would say consistency. Like, I wouldn't say anything more or less than what you said. Like, being consistent. That's it.
Yeah, I love the consistency piece, but I also think about the goal is forgiveness, right? That's the goal. You're not, Tiffany Lip was like, I don't know about that. When I think about forgiveness, when it comes to the 2 men who violated me when I was a child, I'll never forgive them. I have no fucking reason to forgive them. Nobody can teach me forgiveness and forgive them. What I have done is I've allowed the situation to be forgiven so that I can move on, so that I can have a quality of life. But to forgive them is not it. The act itself has been forgiven and taken away from my body, but I don't think forgiveness is a conversation. If I did something to you, Tiffany, and we're no longer communicating,
so you don't need engagement. You just need the healing part of forgiving so you can move on.
Yeah. And it's not a word, by the way, you all. I meant no. But I don't need any of that. I think that's for you. And if I forgive you, I'm not going to share with you, I forgive you. I'm just going to leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like forgiveness can be shown just like sorry can be shown.
Yeah.
You're sorry? Show me.
Show me.
And I forgive you. Let me show you how. The things that I'm doing today, I wasn't doing 3 months ago.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, and that's kind of how I feel about forgiveness. It just depends. Like, if it's a person that I don't care to move forward, like in my life journey.
Yeah, life journey.
Then I don't need the engagement. I will forgive you for myself. But if it's someone who's going to have close proximity to me, like my husband, my children, my brother,
that's different.
My tribe, then...
Do you like that I call you my tribe?
Yes, I love it, actually.
Did you love that I have my village and then I have a tribe? Do you feel like they're separate? Okay.
Yes.
Story for another day.
Yeah. Story for another day. Because the tribe and the village be mixing. But
we be mixing the tribe and the village
we're
now.
not together. It's 2 different things.
It's because I'm a Leo and I need 2 separate things.
Organization.
I could have had everybody in my village, but why would I have that when Ebony? I can have a village and a tribe. I'm a Leo.
Oh my gosh. You got established dates for both groups?
Sometimes it depends on the month.
Well,
and it's a feeling.
I mean,
it's a feeling to get in my tribe.
But there's also nothing wrong with that.
No, it's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. But thank you for going back there. I think in closing with forgiveness, I think that forgiveness doesn't mean that it means access to you, and it doesn't mean a reunion. Forgiveness is honestly, listeners, for you.
Yeah. I forgive my aunt for ripping my fucking blinds down. But she need to keep her ass in Pennsylvania, and I'm going to keep my ass where the fuck I'm at. That's it. I forgive you.
Oh my God, Tiffany, you with this aunt. First time I heard it, second I know it was going to show up on the pod, but that's all good.
Because I loved her. I love her.
It saddens you that you had to let her go.
Yes.
It saddens you that you had to let her go. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
That was my bitch, my road dog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's why I let her rip my blinds down and I whoop her ass.
because you didn't
I'm
want
respecting
Tiffany.
my elders.
You're respecting your elders.
Yeah.
So here's what we'll leave you guys with. Sometimes an apology for me is not the beginning of the healing. It's the test of whether healing is possible. Yeah. Sometimes the apology is not the beginning of the healing. It's a test for whether the healing is possible. That's very, very important to me.
Damn, how many times a person got to fail that test?
We can talk about that.
I guess with me it's once. No, that's not true.
It's probably like 3 times with you and 30 with me.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I used to give people 3 strikes, but when I got to 2024,
Yes.
I was like, I'm no longer doing that.
What did you do? If it's not 3, what is it now?
1, ho.
You know, I used to be at 3 strikes and I took that away. Here, really quick, you guys, because we need to wrap up.
Yeah.
The healing journey is about unlearning a lot. Right? And it's about learning some things too.
Yeah.
But you also have to be careful. My accent set in the healing journey when you unlearn some things and you waver too far left.
Overcorrect.
You gotta overcorrect and you gotta relearn some things. And that's what my therapist is helping with right now. Where I was so focused on learning how to be more empathetic and learning to have my anger, at bay. My therapist is like, hold the fuck on. Who told you that? So we'll definitely dive into that when we have some like open therapy discussions. But I do think when I shared this with the audience, or I think I shared it with you, that we took that apology quiz.
Yes.
So we'll definitely put that in the link when you guys are hearing the podcast tomorrow. We'll make sure that we put the link out on social media for you guys to take the apology quiz. We're going to upload our quizzes, so we won't talk about it. We'll talk about it with you guys in the chats this week. I'm curious to see what your quiz is. I'm curious to see how you guys think of me and Tiffany's quiz and how we receive an apology. But it does align with our Leo energy for sure, and just our personality as individuals.
100%.
What's your final thoughts?
I'm more flexible than Ebony, in case anybody was wondering.
I'm not really sure if that's what people think.
They're gonna see when they see
You know what?
results.
Anybody that knows us collectively will say that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I wish
agree.
let the audience figure it out on their own, though.
Okay.
Because there's parts of Ebony where she has to tell Tiffany, "Oh my God, calm down." But most of the time, probably like 96% of the time, I'm like, "Tiffany, calm down." We're not doing that. Like, we're not doing. Why? Because Monique is at bay for the most part. She's simmering out so I can get to my soft life. No more Monique, only when necessary, not on payroll. Right now she's chilling because we're getting to our but softer side of Ebony and just embracing my femininity. Like, I own that.
Yes.
I'm
Choose
reaching
your
in.
peace.
Choose your piece. So we'll send out the apology language quiz. I want to thank you all for coming back and listening to us just talk as 2 girls, 2 New York girls that live in the South that are Leos, who are growing our mind, our wellness, our financial, our mental, all of it at one time. We're figuring all of this out. So thank you guys for listening to us once again. Please share with people that you know, because we think that we're cool. Are you not cool? I'm cool.
I mean, I was told that I'm in the auntie category now. So I think that makes me cool.
I guess. I don't know what auntie means because I'm nobody's auntie, but I am cool. And until next time, you all, we will speak to you in a week, I think. But we'll talk to you on social media.
Yes.
But until then, stay fluent. Bye.